Let me say something that will immediately trigger the wrong people. If your plan to make more money requires more hours, already broken. Not inefficient, not suboptimal, broken. And if you're smart, capable, and already working at a high level, this matters even more. Because people like you don't have a time problem, you have a leverage problem. I'm going to show you the exact 3-question pricing formula that lets you replace your salary with a handful of clients instead of adding 20 hours to your week. So stay with me, because the formula I'm breaking down at the end is the difference between grinding nights and weekends and getting paid what your expertise is actually worth. We've all been trained to believe this equation. More hours equals more money. It's baked into school, baked in your corporate life, even most side hustles advice. Work harder, take on more, add something on nights and weekends. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Smart people are already near their maximum usable hours. You're not underworking, you're overperforming inside a low leverage model. Here's an example. A director I work with did the math on replacing her salary through freelance work. At typical consulting rates, she'd need to work an extra 15 to 20 hours per week on top of her existing job for an entire year. That's not a plan. That's a recipe for collapse. The problem wasn't her work ethic. The problem was that she is trying to price her time instead of pricing the problem she solves. And here's what most capable people do when they want more money. They optimize execution. They become more efficient. They take on extra responsibility, which makes them more valuable to the employer and more trapped inside the same model. You don't escape the time-based system by becoming better at it. You escape it by changing the economic structure you operate in. The shift isn't working harder. The shift is working inside a model where your value isn't capped by hours. Replacing your salary is not about multiple income streams, passive income, grinding nights and weekends. It's about this one question. How many people can pay for the same expertise you're currently giving to one employer in a job? One employer, one budget, one ceiling. Outside of it, your expertise can be applied across multiple clients, teams, or organizations. The same knowledge, same competence, completely different economics. That's the shift. No more hours, different structure. Let's dismantle the biggest myth, which is I'll replace my salary once I have more time. No, you'll get more time after you replace your salary. Time is not the input, time's the output. Salary replacement happens when you stop selling effort and start selling outcomes. Effort is hourly. Outcomes are scalable. Here's what this looks like in practice. A former VP of operations didn't replace her salary by adding hours. She identified companies with operational bottlenecks costing them serious money. Instead of managing execution 60 hours a week, she spent 20 to 25 hours diagnosing problems and designing solutions. Same expertise, different application, fewer hours. That's the unlock. People who replace their salary without working more hours do 3 things different. Number 1, they price the problem, not the time. They don't charge for hours, they charge for solving something expensive. But here's what nobody explains. How do you actually determine that price? Most people freeze here because they don't have a method. So let me give you one. It's the problem cost formula. Here's your first question. What is the problem costing them right now? Not in effort in dollars, lost revenue, or wasted budget, or missed opportunity. Your second question, what does it cost them if nothing changes in the next 6 to 12 months? This is the real number, because most expensive problems compound. And here's the third question, what's a reasonable percentage of that cost as your fee? If a problem costs them $1 million annually, a 5 to 10% engagement fee is defensible. If it costs them $500,000, it's the same math. That's the formula. Not hourly rates, problem costs. Number 2, they refuse the same thinking across multiple buyers. In a job, you solve one problem repeatedly for one employer. Outside of it, you solve the same class of problems for multiple people. The work doesn't multiply, the application does. That's leverage. Here's a concrete example. A former director of change management had spent years implementing transformations that didn't collapse. In her corporate role, one company benefited. As a consultant, she applied the same methodology across 4 clients in 1 year. It's the same framework, same diagnostic questions, same implementation process, just applied to different organizations. That's how you replace a salary without reinventing your expertise. All right, here's number 3. They stop adding work and start upgrading conversation. This is the part almost everyone misses. Salary placement doesn't come from doing more. It comes from having different conversations. Conversations where problems are diagnosed, solutions are designed, and decisions are made. The work that you already do every day, just finally paid correctly. Here's what that conversation looks like in practice. A sales operations leader reached out to a CEO in her network. You mentioned your sales team is stuck at a revenue plateau. I've diagnosed the exact bottleneck multiple times. Can I walk you through what's actually causing it? In that 30-minute conversation, she diagnosed, asked about the pattern, timeline, and what they've already tried. She designed, showed what was possible if the bottleneck was fixed, and then she decided. She said, if this makes sense, here's how we move forward. The engagement is whatever the price based on the problem costs, and does that work? That's the conversation that replaces salary. No more LinkedIn posts, not building a perfect website first. One diagnostic conversation using the problem cost formula. This is why most side hustles collapse. They add labor instead of leverage, more hours, more fatigue, more complexity. And because you're already competent, you can make it work for a while, but it never replaces your salary. It just exhausts you. I've seen this pattern repeatedly. Capable people trying to replace income by taking on weekend consulting at hourly rates, side contracts priced like freelance work, evening coaching calls, and 6 months later, they're working 70 to 80 hours a week, and they still haven't replaced their salary. Completely burned out. That's not salary replacement. That's self-exploitation. Salary replacement requires fewer hours, but higher stakes problems. Here's the math no one teaches. You don't need 10,000 customers. You don't need to go viral. You don't need to quit your job. You need a problem you already know how to solve, a small number of people with that problem, a price tied to the cost of that problem, and here's how the math actually works. Let's say your salary is $120,000. Most high-value problems you could solve cost organizations $500,000 to $2 million annually. Using the problem cost formula, if you price your engagement at 5 to 10% of the problem cost, you need 3 to 5 clients to replace your salary. Not dozens, not hundreds, 3 to 5. And here's what most people miss. You don't need to find 100 potential clients. You need to have enrollment conversations with 10 to 15 people in your network who face these problems. If you convert a third of those conversations, you're done. That's the framework. Here's the objection that I hear constantly. But I can't charge premium rates for this kind of work. You're asking the wrong question. The right question is, what does it cost them if the problem doesn't get fixed? When you're solving problems that impact revenue, operations, strategic execution, the value of fixing it is never measured in your hours. It's measured in their outcome. Here's an example. When that operations VP had a pricing conversation, she didn't justify her fee. She made the problem cost visible. Your operations bottleneck is costing you approximately X per month. And if nothing changes in 6 months, that's whatever that cost is. My engagement is priced at this amount, which is about 8% of your 6-month cost. Does that make sense? The CEO said yes immediately because the math was obvious. Your job isn't to justify your rate. Your job is to make the cost of inaction visible. When the math is clear, pricing becomes easy. Let me leave you with this. If replacing your salary feels overwhelming, it's not because it's unrealistic. It's because you're still trying to do it with the same rules that created the salary in the first place. More hours won't save you. Better leverage will. You don't need to become someone new. You need to stop applying elite competence inside a system that caps it. Here's the formula again. Question number 1. What is this problem costing them right now? Question number 2. What does it cost them if nothing changes in 6 to 12 months? Question number 3. What's a reasonable percentage of that cost as your fee? That's how you replace your salary with a handful of clients instead of grinding for a decade. Now look, I want you to subscribe today because this channel exists to give you the exact frameworks for turning expertise into better economics instead of burning out on hourly work. No hustle, no burnout. Just the formulas that make salary replacement possible without adding hours.